Yo, listen.
Yeah. That 806 The Show episode come out.
We here. Yo, what's good? It's the 806 Show. It's your boy Jiggy.
Dímelo, Jesse.
Are you tired of these whack radio commercials?
Go.
Hey, this is Evelyn, and you're tuning in to the 806 Show.
Shout out 806 The Show.
Talk to me nice.
Tune in every Thursday to the 806 Show.
Yo, 806 The Show.
Shout out to 806 The Show.
At the 806 Show.
806 The Show.
Hey, this is Sol Maria. You're now listening to 806 The Show. Survive.
Man, you already know what it is. It's your boy Melly Melon. This is the best day in sports podcast, period. This is 806 The Show. Great show for y'all today. We got a returning guest with us today. Let's go. But before him, you know the drill. My co-host to the left. Went to the Red Sox game this weekend.
I did.
Where he consumed 4 hot dogs, 2 popcorns,
Lindsay Gobbler.
a pizza, some Cracker Jacks, and a D8 from Hungers. Make some noise for R.E.G.
In 9 innings?
You snuck in a D8.
I don't know how he did that. That was impressive. I was there in the parking lot.
That's insane. Let me know how you did it, though.
See that shit in.
And my co-host to the right will be the special guest referee in the long-awaited 3-point contest between Manny G and Tony Finn. Make some noise for Sanchez.
I got Tony. But that corner
Apparently we caused a riff. I've gotten a lot of blowback. I got a lot of text messages over that clip.
Make that happen now.
We're going to have to tape it.
If there's a money ball, Manny in the corner.
Manny in the corner, if they're all money balls.
All money ball.
He's winning it.
He's winning that.
100%. He just makes some bullshit fucking
damn
baseball
corners.
shots.
And our special guest, our MMA correspondent, and the reason we speak about orangutans and chickens so much on this goddamn show. Welcome back to the show, Juan, everybody.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Again, as always, how you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm feeling great now.
And again, since the last time you've been on, you were still the last person to ask us how we've been
Yeah, I try
on
my
the show.
I'm still saying I take the chicken every time to that question. I feel like it's the smart answer.
People have been picking orangutan.
Those people are insane. I know you
You're
get the
insane.
training ready. Nobody goes to the gym
You're
that often
insane.
to be. I'm gonna take a sword and I'm gonna fight this
The
orangutan.
last person that picked orangutan.
yet.
Last person that picked orangutan. Rec Fitness.
Yeah.
Smart.
All right, you got me on that one.
He trains often.
I need to see the sword training videos. I need to see the katana in the hills. I need to see
It's
it.
once you miss, you're fucked.
It's the Bushido way, bro.
miss.
Yeah, you got that
man.
one. No, that's crazy. You get that one shot. That's crazy. Although I will say this, I'd take a bike. I don't think I think I'd get rid of the car after a while. So I have to deal with the chicken, but that's too much.
Right. You have dates and shit. Why can't we drive? I just like taking the bus. It makes me meet new people. And
That's
shit.
true.
Wait.
You gotta-
No, it still counts.
Does it
Chicken
count
with
when
pear.
you get an Uber?
This is a
Chicken-
question.
Yup.
This is a
You gonna ruin
question
that
to
guy's
the question to the
Help
fans.
me.
Is it like a power move to kill a chicken in front of your date on like the first date? Is that like a thing?
How do you do it?
Show
Oh,
dominance.
that's true. Well, I mean, after a while, you got to get good. I'm talking like you got to have that grandma knowledge to grab
Bro.
it by the neck and just
But
real
it
quick.
has to be embarrassing if you're like, you struggling to kill that shit in front of her. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
You looking weak. You looking
you're
weak,
my boy.
It's winning too. Like
And if you get bloodied, bro, you're not going on this date.
Bro, but then you look at the other way, right? You're just chilling at a date. You're having a wonderful time. You guys just had a beautiful dinner. You're going on a nice walk, and out of nowhere, you hear the trees rustling, and an orangutan just comes in. Do you have the
that
sword
is
on
so
you
bad.
always?
That's not how it's supposed
no,
to be.
you guys said it was set
I
up.
thought it was a scheduled
It
thing.
was a yearly, like a Christmas type of thing.
Ah, okay.
It's a holiday.
Okay, but if it's a random, you're fucked.
If it's random,
You're random. You're
that
not
changes everything.
That changes everything. The
I'm not gonna fight
randomness will
a
change
random
everything.
orangutan.
No,
Who's ready for that?
Popped up at
That's
a
fair.
All right.
Surprise,
So the
motherfucker.
reason we have one here, not just to talk about orangutans and chickens again, is because he's our MMA expert.
Yes, sir.
So first, we're gonna recap, and then we'll talk about what's coming up. UFC 292 was in good old Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, I missed it.
Shipping off to Boston.
Right.
I did. The only reason I saw it is because I was no way in hell I was paying for those tickets. I don't know if anybody
Crazy
here
expensive.
saw. I looked at them immediately, just put my phone
upset.
right back down. I was just like, I'm not paying for those.
Bro,
There's no
I
way.
immediately
One of my
spoke
boys-
off on the app. All right, next.
One of my boys was in a luxury box.
How?
beats me.
He was beating something, bro. I don't know how he got those.
I think it was like FanDuel fucking raffles.
Dude,
He wanna.
It's like crazy.
That boy got
Honestly.
the
lottery
nosebleeds
ticket.
and the rafters behind where you can see it on the TV were like $500.
Yeah.
There's no way
wild.
I'm paying for those.
Back on the wall, $5.
Yeah.
Soon enough, we'll get credentials and we'll be able to just stroll on
for
into.
sure, for sure.
All right. Well, Sterling versus O'Malley.
He did it.
He did it.
Sugar Sean O'Malley, he did it.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the Sugar Show. You guys, we're here.
Yeah.
I didn't listen. At first, I really thought that we had like a standard like grappler versus striker match where it was just a matter of time before the grappler got a hold of the striker, brought him down, and we were just going to see somebody get wrestle fucked for like 25 minutes. At the end of the day, that's usually what happens.
Crazy.
They call Sterling like the human backpack for a reason. Like that's
Jesus
that's
Christ.
what he's done.
They call him a human. That's a wild nickname. The human.
If you watch his fights, it's like the same kind of pattern. In some way, shape, or form, he gets you down. Whatever that may be, he gets you down. And then he always works his way to the back very quickly and immediately chokes out. I don't know how he
And it
does
becomes your
Human
backpack for life.
Yeah, but
motherfucker.
he immediately, like that, I feel like once the fight started, for me at least, I saw that I was just like, oh, you're gonna try to swing on him? Terrible idea.
Yeah,
Horrible.
terrible idea.
Horrible idea. For those of you that haven't seen the fight, he got knocked out in the second round.
Right.
Like
It was nice.
the cleanest right hand, I want to say, the cleanest right hand I've ever seen in my life. Interesting to that point is also the comparison he got afterwards with Conor McGregor. It was like Conor McGregor versus, I believe it was Aldo, where he
Yeah,
knocked
I
him
actually
out
knew that.
in a very similar way, where it was just like he went to go shoot for like a right hand, he missed, and it was timing beats speed always, and he just clipped him, knocked him out right away.
He mentioned that too when he was asked. Like, yes, I learned that from Conor.
I mean, it makes sense. For me, once they showed like at first I was like, oh, what happened? Because it's one of those like super quick knockouts where you don't really see like what happened.
It
And
looked
then
too
they
much
showed
power.
like the replay, and I was just like, it was like you can just see he overreached, and then immediately you see him like squint and like
Right, you
block,
know he's
and
fucked.
just ate it. Went bye-bye. People think, all right, so you guys aside, do you guys think it was an early stoppage? Because some people say that was too early.
No, I heard that argument, and I in no way think it's an early stoppage.
I thought he needed at least 2 more hits to be stopped. But when
I
he said
get
stop,
it.
I understood. Like, I get it.
I get it. He's not defending
Yeah.
himself. His
I've
he
heard- I've
said he
heard
turned his back completely.
Here's my thing. I've heard interesting things, and I think after hearing a couple different arguments, I think I found what I think should happen. Because it's a championship fight, you got to let it go a little longer. I feel like you got to give the champion the opportunity to do whatever he can do, and at the end of the day, like, you're the champion. If you get knocked out, at least now we know that the guy who beat you is the actual champion, and it wasn't like some fluke where people are like,
Right.
well, no, they stopped it early, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would say let it keep going. I don't think it would have changed anything, me personally. I think it would have just
I think
been,
he was about a haymaker.
Yeah.
From the top.
I think it would've
Dude's
been-
hands were out like this.
Oh, it was-
looked
it
like
was
he was
over.
It looked like he was trying to get up, sort of,
He
yeah.
was, it looked like he's trying to get up and then kind of go for like a takedown. But it
Well, that's
stopped
what
him
I
there.
mean. Like, but earlier, like he can get you in any way. Like, for example, like say he was on the ground the way he was, he could have grabbed an ankle. You know what I mean? Like slid up,
He is
like,
wrestling,
moved
probably
around,
thinking,
grabbed
like,
him, brought him down.
he's
Who
going for it.
knows? But I mean, at the end of the day, what happened. And again, welcome to the Sugar Show. Cause
Yeah, he got hit hard though.
It's crazy.
He got hit pretty hard. Yeah.
when he first showed up, I know Big was a big advocate about Sugar Shit. I was like, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, because when someone comes in with the rainbow hair,
I didn't like it.
You
I
guys
didn't
see
like it.
the Snoop Dogg when he was on the Contender Series. He was just like, "Oh, Mally,
Yeah.
Mally!" He was so hyped to see him because he was just like, "Oh my god!" But back then he didn't have the rainbow hair. People say that it was like he started hanging out with like Tekashi 6ix9ine and he started getting all the rainbow hair and stuff like that. So
And that's
that
an easy comparison, but I doubt it.
I don't know if that's,
think it's
that's
just
true.
another-
Me personally, I think it's cool. I think it's like something that's like I feel like it gives you like a difference. It gives you like an edge, something that people are going to be like, "That's who you
definitely
are."
stand
Like,
out.
you
Yeah,
stand
yeah.
out.
You're marketing yourself
You
amazingly.
stand out from
you
a
got to
crowd.
mark yourself in some way, and he does switch it up. It's like
He does it every single fight he has. I think it's his wife, if I'm not mistaken, whoever, his girl, she does his hair before every single fight. So they do it in accordance to whatever it is that's happening, like
Right.
for the fight, like where they are, like his color scheme of his like shorts and stuff, whatever
Yeah.
it may
So
be.
why the fuck was he rainbow in Boston?
That's a great
Because
question.
that's
I don't know.
like the base. Like I can go
Aljo-
rainbow, but then again, if something important,
I
I'll get something
am
different.
still the
To be
rainbow
fair,
guy.
Aljo took the green.
Pause.
He had the green braids, so I feel like he already took the green from him, so he couldn't do the green for the Celtics. You know?
That makes
what else?
sense.
I mean, you could do, I guess, yellow and be like, oh, the Bruins, but like, nobody really. I feel like we get associated more with green than we do the yellow.
Yeah, the green is definitely
Definitely green.
the
Just
color of
Irish,
the city.
You know,
Oh, for sure. I think that was like a big thing too. I feel like it was like, what is the image that he's gonna bring into like Boston? Because I feel like a lot of people were putting like the whole thing. I don't know if you guys watch any like the pre-fight stuff, but a lot of things that they were saying is his name is Sean O'Malley. So they were like, O'Malley, Boston. Wow. I don't think he's really the Irish like that. I don't think. I think that's just the name at the
He's
end of the
happy to
day.
have
He
an
really
Irish
just.
name.
So was Boston definitely behind them?
I would say so. I would say
I
that
heard
they
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like in
it's a loud place.
my boy said it was louder there than an NBA Finals.
I could see that. They when we were watching like the fight broadcast, they basically like absolutely booed Sterling from
Yeah.
the moment that they like showed that he was about to come out. Like not even the music started playing. They immediately started booing him. O'Malley got like all the praise in the world. It was
Crazy.
like wild to see how much like people got excited. And I feel like it's not really like up until like a week ago people were really excited for the fight. Like at least to this area. I don't know if Boston's like really big into fights like that because we haven't had anybody for the last 4 years. Maybe because of COVID or whatever it may be, but I don't know. It's been a minute. The thing that I think is like super weird though is the fact that they booed Sterling so hard and they were just like they were going after him. So something I wanted to bring up to you guys because obviously you guys do
Seems
a
like a
sports
good guy.
podcast. He does. No, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He does. I will say like when it comes to like the fights, and I hate that a lot of fighters fall to this, is that I feel like he puts on a persona to kind of like sell the fights, kind of do that cringy,
That's when
annoying
you do
thing.
that, yeah.
And it's just to get like people to like get eyeballs. This was I think his first main event. Like he's fought before, defending like his title before, but this is the first time he's been the last card or the last fight on the card where it's like the big eyes are on him. But one thing that's like interesting that I wanted to bring up to you guys is like for him, and I feel like a lot of athletes of color that I see in whatever sports it may be, I feel like Boston fans don't receive them very well. And then like across like sports, for sure. Across sports in general, I feel like we are seen as just like such a hateful city as fans. Like,
No, it's definitely,
for real.
but definitely harsh.
what do you guys think that is? Like, what can we do to like change it? Like, what do you think that is?
spoiled.
Like,
It's a passion of our own. If you're one of us, we will die for you. But if you're not, we will kill you.
But
but what about when we do it to our own players though?
They
Because I feel
market
like I've seen it
smart
happen to our own.
a lot of
players.
players.
Our own players, we will like Marcus Smart. Everybody talks shit about Marcus Smart, but it's like we still family. We talk shit about him, but he's still family.
I don't know if that's because I feel
No,
like
'cause we did that to Kyrie. We did that
No,
to
well, Kyrie lied.
We just bullied. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody lies.
listen. Just because Kyrie lied, that don't mean bro.
No,
It's still a business.
You
and
broke
Boston
our heart.
fans
That's what
be
it
saying
says.
some shit.
No,
Like,
but from the moment he got here, though, he was getting hate. Like,
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
see
that.
even though he was
Kyrie.
royalty.
I didn't want him here, but I didn't see any hate.
I wish you could
Listen,
say it.
LeBron James said it himself. Like when they said, "Where do you hate playing?" He said Boston, and they said, "Why?" He said, "Because they're racist as hell." And that's the motherfucker who's here all the time playing in Boston. For some reason,
When I played in South Boston, they were racist as hell. Like they was really like, I was like shocking first experience. Like, whoa, these kids were going out halftime, smoking cigarettes, coming back.
Oh, were you?
You got a 12-year-old.
I feel like that's the thing
crazy.
that I
It's
hear the
crazy.
most in like any sport that I watch. I feel like that's the thing that I hear about like Boston fans is always, oh, those Boston fans are crazy. But then you hear the players' perspective and they're like, no, they're usually really racist and aggressive as hell for no reason. I understand the passion. Trust me, I'm not saying be soft. Obviously, shout, cheer, yell with the whole nine. But I'm just saying for like our own players, I feel like that's like a lot. And then like for example,
But
for
we're gonna
me,
drive everybody out of our cities all the time.
Yeah.
We're in the process of doing this to Jaylen Brown, and we gotta chill out because I want to keep JB.
that's what I'm saying. At a certain point,
how
I feel
do
like-
you change that? How do you there's
Where is the love?
Those just haters,
Where is the
assholes, yo. That's just like what.
yeah,
it
we're
is.
like we're on it,
Right,
massive.
I guess.
It's like we win, and if we ain't winning,
Fuck y'all, like
you bring me to the Eastern Conference Finals every year. Get out of here.
yeah.
No,
It's-
facts.
it is an arrogance and a
You want winners?
Well, you
selfish.
said
It's a
earlier,
selfishness, to be
we're
honest with you.
spoiled. That's what you
Spoiled
said. We are
winners.
spoiled.
Brady just gave us mad
That
50
titles.
championships.
And then we were like talking shit about him when he went to Tampa. Like, what, bro? That's
Crazy.
I don't know how we're gonna change it. Maybe that generation starts to die off, and that's the only way. And then that's the only.
think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
man.
think so, man.
I
I'm
don't
telling
know
you
what-
right
It's in
now.
the soil.
As long as there's Irish bars in Boston, we're gonna have a
I've
problem.
been to many like victory parades across
Oh, my
like many
goodness.
sports, and you see them from like 13 to 87. They are
Yeah.
just out there yelling, screaming, drinking for no reason.
Guinness.
It is 8 a.m. They're just in the parade chilling. I don't know, man. I feel like it's crazy, but like I wish it was a little different because I feel like it kind of like depending on
It makes us look like real Boston fans look bad.
Do you want to go? Do you think like as a team sport mainly? Because obviously as a fighter, you just kind of go where you're getting paid to go. But like as a team sport, do you think that kind of like plays into people's decisions? To go to
Yeah,
a place?
no one wants
Like,
to play for Boston.
Yeah,
Unless you get traded here, no one would want to be here.
yeah. Like if you
no
had,
one chooses this
yeah,
place.
like you're
Especially
free,
it's cold.
You're free agent. You have like contracts to sign. You know what I mean? I feel like we pay.
We
well.
haven't received any. Like if you think about,
I
like,
can't think of the
Kyrie
last-
came, we drove him out. Kemba came, we drove him out.
No,
we,
Kemba's not a
threw
good example,
Kemba
he
out.
was
but
out,
like,
he's
we
getting
didn't drive
20,
him out. We
20
chose that
plus a
time.
game, and we were just like, get out of
KG
here.
only came because he had Paul and Ray Allen. Who else really
He was okay with
signed?
cold for Minnesota,
Who really? I'm gonna go to Boston. Gordon Hayward.
and he got hurt the first day.
Gordon Hayward was
First
one
day
of
on
my
the job.
favorites. I wish he freaking
And
never
he
got
came
hurt.
from what? He came from Utah, and that's 1A, 1B as racist cities in the United States. This is Utah and Boston.
Gordon
Well,
Hayward,
teams.
comfortable.
Danny Ainge.
You're part of,
Yeah,
and
Danny-
Danny
one
is
thing
part of
common.
both of them. You fucking
Danny Ainge.
motherfucker. No wonder Jordan gave. What are you saying to Jordan? He gave you 60. All right. So the next UFC event.
Shout out Boston.
Shout out Boston.
I was just there.
Before we go on to the next topic, actually, I just saw something in my notes here that I wanted to bring up before we leave Sugar Sean O'Malley. So
Yeah.
now that he is,
I like that name, though.
I mean,
know,
it's
I
fly.
know,
It's fly.
I
That's
know.
why I have to say the whole thing. I can't
Yeah.
just say Sean O'Malley. It feels weird. I either say that or
Hey,
Sugar
that could be
Sean.
I just feel like
Sugar
all
Sean.
the
Anybody
Sugar
Sugar.
Rays and the,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you gotta say that ring. So here's the thing with him now. So he put out this statement that I think is pretty dope. Obviously, we're gonna talk about all kinds of fighting sports today, right? So he said now that he is the champion, and he sees this path, this goal of his on how he's gonna become one of the greatest champions the UFC has ever seen. How he's gonna become double champ possibly one day. And there's one guy he wants to fight outside of the UFC, and he wants to see it happen. I want your opinion. Sean O'Malley versus Gervonta Davis in boxing. He's laid this out. He's like, I'm gonna go my path and become great champion. He's gonna keep going and keep becoming or being a great champion. And we meet, and it's gonna be a super fight. What are your thoughts?
Is that a super fight?
No.
In his opinion, it's a super
they're
fight.
both very light human beings.
The little clip I seen, he's like, why would I fight him? He's 5'2". That's all I saw. So
No,
I didn't
he-
know if he had a whole thing about
that could
it.
be- that could be
had
part
a-
of his
He
own.
had a whole change of heart now, where he was just like, "This is a fight that I can see happening because of how big it would be in terms of pay per view." But he's a very smart businessman, Sean O'Malley. This guy is very, very into.
Only thing is,
I don't want to see UFC fight boxers. I honestly don't.
the
getting
UFC,
tired of
the
it, you
UFC
know?
fighters
I don't
usually lose when they're in the
Oh, for
boxing
sure.
ring.
Yeah,
for sure.
because they're used to a whole
I
plethora
want to
of
see
stuff
it the other way
rather
around.
than just throwing
I,
punches.
that's
It's
the part
never
that we
going
haven't
to.
seen. Like,
Yeah,
Right?
no one's doing
UFC
that.
fighters are always
I'm
willing to
waiting
be
for
like,
that.
"Yo, let me get in that boxing ring." But
'Cause
boxers
Tank
are never like,
Davis-
"Yo, let me get in there."
Tank Davis comfortable in a boxing ring, boxing against any UFC fighter might
Probably gonna win,
around
yeah.
his
like I don't want
class,
to. I don't care for it. I don't want to see it. Like stick to your shit. Like
It's gonna be so quick it just knock you out.
It's this money, man. The money is.
it
crazy
is.
when
I
it
know.
comes
It's
to that
it's
boxing
not
world.
about the sport. It's about the money. And
5'11"
that's what
versus
it's.
5'5".
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's an
Crazy.
insane. Yeah, it's insane. But that's another
Yeah.
thing about him being in that weight class in general, like within MMA anyway. He's a very big guy for his weight class in terms of his height, not necessarily his weight. He's not like a big dude like that.
a skinny,
I just wanted to bring it out there. See how we
lanky
do. You know what I mean?
human being.
Please don't do it. Fight the other fighters in your fucking sport, please, and leave.
Yeah.
That's why boxing sucks.
I
too,
want to
'cause
see
you like-
O'Malley throwing kicks and stuff.
Yeah.
That one clip that I always love when the guy tried to do a spinning back fist, he missed, and Sean did it right back. He's like,
No, it's so
got
funny.
you, like, oh, what's
He's gonna
that?
show you how to do it. But that's what I'm saying. He comes with that flair, man. I feel like he's exciting to watch. That's what I like. I like the skill. I like the technique when these guys come in and they're like really good. But I also like when guys come in and they're like, he's authentic too. That's the thing that I like. It's not like like I say, sometimes people
not
put
a
on
show.
a persona. It's not that. It's just like he just like. I feel like he like believes a lot in himself, so he's just like, "This is who I am, and I'm gonna show."
Smokes
It's
a
like
ton of weed.
he's very much like Izzy. I feel like he's very much like
Yeah,
Izzy
yeah.
when it comes to
I
that.
feel that.
He's
Speaking
flamboyant.
of
Oh snap!
Izzy.
Izzy,
Oh,
UFC
Izzy.
293.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Easy is or easy.
And that's down under in Australia.
That was horrible.
I
Horrible?
don't think that's
That was
hot in
horrible.
Australia at all.
No?
I'm be honest with you. That was,
That was bad.
Down
Not
under.
bad. Can we?
Oh my
No.
god.
I'm not good at
Can
accents.
we
so I
do a
can't
voiceover?
talk.
Yeah, we'll clip it, right? So he'll just come back in the booth and he'll be like, Australia.
yeah, the plane.
All right, we'll set that up. Whatever. UFC
It's like Australia.
293.
Pronounces it.
Izzy versus Strickland.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. For me, this is gonna be just the biggest ass whooping you've ever seen. I think Izzy's just gonna walk in there and just mop the floor with
Right.
Sean Strickland.
After overcoming the Pereira
Oh yeah,
problems,
Pereira problems.
I think he's just like
Be a saga in his
Yeah, he's gonna
biography.
just write-
Pereira
yeah,
problems.
right, the Pereira
Boy,
problems.
hit hard.
that's a hard album. The Pereira problem.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
a
gonna
hard
lie to you. That's a
album
mixtape right there.
This is Iggy.
It's a mixtape right there.
Izzy.
No, but it's true. I think that he's gonna just go in there. He's just gonna outstrike him. When it comes to watching Sean Strickland, he's very much like he keeps his hands like here. He just moves forward, and he just very like durable, and he's just gonna wear you down. As the fight continues, like if you get tired, that's when he'll kind of take over. But he's not like.
Gotta make it there.
He's not a technical dude. I feel like I wouldn't
all.
consider him a power puncher either. Like there's nothing about him where I'm like, and this is him. You know?
Stamina.
Yeah.
He has the stamina.
He's tough.
And he's tough to hit. Like, well, not tough to hit, but
Tough.
He's just tough.
he's just tough. He
takes
hit him
the
a lot.
hits.
He
Yeah.
takes the hit. That's it. So
Some people just don't go down.
go down.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's going to be somewhat of a boring fight. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this is going to be one where I'm like, you guys got to watch this. Because, like, for example, Sean Strickland fought Alex Pereira, but Alex Pereira has knockout strength. Like he has
Kickboxer, yeah.
one touch, even in his hands. Like his whole thing is his. I think it's his left hand is the thing that knocked out Izzy twice. It's his like money maker. So he's knocked out Sean Strickland. So that was like that'd be like an exciting fight to watch. And this one I think is just going to be 5 rounds of Izzy picking him apart. If it gets real bad, maybe he gets a TKO, but I don't really see it. I think it's just going to be
So-
where it's going to be exciting.
I hope it's a 3 rounds.
Sounds like I'm putting my money on the underdog.
Oh,
You can.
I'm gonna put $10 on him. Might as well. Who maybe he catches
I'm
him.
actually excited to see what those odds are going to be because I feel like it's going to be pretty like insane odds.
Why not? $10.
Big.
It's gonna be crazy.
dude.
Whatever.
My boy put like 25.
Plus 380
Got
or
all of
something.
the cards right in the O'Malley one.
Yep.
Got every fight right and got like 6 G's or something.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Something nuts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, it's
Something crazy.
It's a crazy feeling when you put like a wild parlay together. You throw a couple dollars in there, like let's see how this does, and then you
Yes.
get into those
So-
last like 3
Whoa.
fights. You're like,
This has
I'm
nothing
going good.
This has nothing to do
O'Malley knockout.
with MMA, but I did make a crazy parlay this weekend.
oh, yeah.
Did you hit?
Oh, I hit.
Oh, let's go.
Not 6 G's.
No, it was 2 G's.
no, but
it
either
was
way,
2
it's
G's.
just the feeling.
It was, I
Right.
think you're 600.
It's my 600.
I didn't mean
It
to
was
ruin
2
it.
You put 600 in?
Yeah.
You put 600 down for a bet?
No. So this is what happened. We went to the Red Sox game where he ate all the hot dogs and the hungers. And then,
Still gotta let me know how you said it. bro. I gotta figure that
Was
out.
it in the parking lot?
so I'm driving, I was just like, oh,
Did it before?
I'm going to the game. Like, might as well put a bet in. So I was like, all right, they're playing LA. I was like, all right, Mookie's back for the weekend. It's like
Mookie's
storybook.
back.
You know, usually sports go the way you think it's gonna go, with like moments. I'm like, Mookie's definitely hitting home run this weekend. It's Sunday's the last game of the weekend. He's hitting one today. I was like, you know what? I think Costas can pop one out. So I put $20 on both of them, and they both hit a fucking home run and won me $600.
Back to back?
Nice.
Wasn't it back to back?
Nice.
I was like, I think it was the first same inning.
Oh, my
I lost
God.
my shit when I was grabbing a drink,
I was grabbing some popcorn when it happened.
like literally.
Popcorn too?
Yeah, I mentioned the
You said
popcorn.
popcorn?
I mentioned
Yeah, it was
popcorn.
one of the 45 items. It was a long
You know
list.
what it
we know.
is? When I'm at a Red Sox game and the dude comes around selling something, the vendors, I'm buying.
They know
Whatever
by
you
now.
got, I'm fine.
yeah.
They're
What you got?
scheming.
It was a lemonade?
Cracker
Send it.
Jack.
It was a-
Send it.
Yeah, send it. What is that?
I know you got a random lemonade.
Yeah, yeah.
Ended up being a frozen. Wasn't it
It
frozen?
was like a frozen lemonade, $8. So I was like, what?
Yeah, it's Fenway.
They have secret meetings. They're like, yo, you see the guy sitting in row D8 over there? You just keep going and you
Keep
keep
on
bringing-
getting to him.
Just walk by
Nathan.
him every
Is that another
time. He
Fenway
will not
Frank?
say no.
It's Nathan with the binoculars.
Yeah.
He just finished. Send someone else.
He's probably
Send
there in his
another
office. Doubt it.
Send another Fenway Frank.
Frank.
He look like he
They're
hungry.
not bad. Fenway Franks are not bad.
I had a good
That was
time.
expensive, but it's good.
$7 a pop.
$7. Could have been worse.
You had 30 hot items, so $7 adds up.
That's not bad. I feel like I take that.
Back to UFC.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
So yeah, this card. Yeah. So like I said, I don't think that it's going to be like a super interesting fight per se. I obviously you have that factor of if Sean Strickland.
Wait, if it's in Australia, is it at least going to be in the fucking daytime here?
Oh, that's an interesting one. I think it'll be earlier. Actually, yeah, I think it will be earlier.
Wow.
Normally, when it's not in the U.S., it's a lot earlier than 10
should have-
o'clock.
Thank
like,
God.
I don't know if you guys watch
Party?
the fight nights. I know you guys watch like some of the pay-per-views, but the fight night that happened this past Saturday, the prelims started at 5 a.m. The main card started at 8 a.m. I was on my couch at 4 a.m.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're a fan. You're a fan.
It's 14-hour difference.
Oh, I thought you were looking up what time the fights.
I'm over here with my hands like
you
this.
It's 14 hours difference.
No, that's crazy. I think the
Oh,
build
so
up.
what
So
is
it could
that?
probably-
And I said, I'm over
I
here.
can't even calculate that if I
That tells
wanted
us
to.
nothing.
Right? The fights
It'll
usually
be
at 7 or
12.
8, 9, whatever.
Yeah.
Plus 14. That's when we're going to watch it.
So
is,
like a whole instead of AM
21?
PM or PM AM
Yes. Absolutely.
with 2 more hours on top.
Probably like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Because I'm
14
assuming it's at 8 p.m. Australia time.
It
At
might, yeah,
nighttime.
I feel like it'll be relatively. I don't remember what the last Australia card, which was like a couple of months ago, of almost a year ago. I forget what time that those ones started. But honestly, like I feel like I'd rather earlier fights in the day. I don't mind when they go overseas because like for me it's like Saturday morning cartoons. For me, perfect day is like the fight start at like 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? You get your
Oh, yeah,
breakfast
yeah.
in. You get to sit down on the couch, just watch a day of fights. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful
Normally when they do that too, you get early prelims, and then the main cards. It's a lot of fights.
Yeah, right.
I am not leaving my couch. I tell you. For
It's
sure.
going
That's
to
a lot
be
of knockouts too.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with this one. A lot of the whenever they do like the cards when they're in like another country, for example, like France, Australia, whatever, they usually load them up with a lot of fighters that are around there. Big thing is a lot of the New Zealand fighters and a lot of the Australian fighters are KO artists, bro. So this card is stacked. I will say this: the card is definitely stacked. I think Tai Tuivasa is going to be on there.
Yes, he is.
Everybody's going to be doing a shoey, watching that.
Everybody's gonna
Knocked out
be
dudes, bro.
chugging out of
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's going to be a good one.
Wait,
in my
what
opinion, I
are
think
you doing?
a shoey.
chugging out of a
Shoey.
boot.
You should do a shoey right now.
Das Boot.
I'm
So-
not. I've seen that, but there's no way.
The fight's
You
at
know,
10
I've
p.m.
done some shit on this
You know,
podcast.
he doesn't have like
I'm not
his
gonna do
own
that.
shoe to do that with. He usually asks a random
His fans.
stranger in the
Yeah.
crowd. He's like, "And you, I'll take your shoe."
I like your shoe. Give me that.
That's gotta be detrimental to your
But
health. I
it's-
think
Yeah,
gotta
that's
hit you.
gotta like
It's a rugby thing.
that's 100% bacteria.
But the
Yeah.
way, see,
fucking
at least
Yeah, right.
it's
Fucking
somebody
disgusting.
who's like standing. Where in rugby they do it from the person who's playing shoe.
Ugh.
But it doesn't kill you, make you stronger.
They
Bro.
like a hat trick. Like, oh, give me your shoe. Like, no. It's
listen.
disgusting. But yeah, it starts at 10 p.m. in Australia.
Oh, okay. So that'll be probably around like I think like
3
or 4 here.
PM?
Yeah, like PM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll get like a good afternoon out of it. I think it'll be a good one. I think the press conferences leading up to it are probably going to be the best things that you'll ever see. I don't know if you guys are hip to Sean Strickland. That man is a walking cancel sign. So bad. Anything and everything you can think of that you should not say in public, in private, around other people, and by yourself, he says them without hesitation. It is so bad. Like I feel like I want to read quotes, but at the same time, now that I'm looking at them,
You'll get canceled.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
gonna
dude, they're not
advise
mine,
You
I
guys
swear.
just look up Sean Strickland funny moments.
Don't make
on
me
YouTube.
bleep out like.
You just edit this whole clip and just bring us back. And we're back. It is, yeah. So now you guys heard all those funny things that I said just previously. About Sean Strickland. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's
That's gonna
He a wild boy. He a wild boy.
yeah, wild boy. Like I said, bro. I don't know where he got that shoe, but
he might get cut from the UFC.
So here's another thing, right? So like we'll just say as a generic statement in general. So like you have somebody who is deemed as problematic as he is in terms of just like the outrageous things he says about gender, race,
but Dana White doesn't
Take
care.
away my quotations. Cancel.
patriarchy, whatever it may be. You have something like that you just can't like. He doesn't get like marketed really. Like they don't really even when they like he's fighting. I feel like they don't really market him. They can't really show like his press conference stuff. They can never hand him a microphone.
Yeah.
What do you do as that guy if he becomes a champion? You have to show him as a poster boy, especially for one of their
that's
biggest
crazy.
divisions. And you just can't give him a mic. You're just never gonna
But they
have interviews.
would because I feel like Dana White's about that.
No.
Don't think.
Nah,
What's
He's
going to
kinda- he's a little-
Every time they
He's
ask
about
him
the
about
bottom
Sean
line.
O'Malley,
He's
like,
a little
Sean
wild,
O'Malley,
too.
whenever they ask him about Sean Strickland, like, hey, what do you hear what he said? He's just like, wow, that guy. Ha, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to just brush this off and just keep it going.
I think if he becomes the poster boy, whatever, champion, it's no longer going to be like, put the camera on him. It's going to be like Izzy's redemption arc. Let him go back up. Like, it's going to be all focused on more on Izzy and how I'm going back to fight him.
I really hope that this is, like, listen, MMA is a beautiful sport because you never know what's going to happen. This is one of those moments where I really wish what I know is going to happen happens. I want Izzy to just go in there, handle business, and walk out the champion. If it goes any other way,
Imagine
I don't think
Strickland
I can watch the sport anymore.
ruins his career. Imagine Strickland beats Izzy, knocks him out crazy, and he never wins again.
What the?
That would be a wild.
That's a wild.
Mark this
Strickland
episode.
is like the UFC poster boy.
Mark this episode. Yeah. Prediction is insane.
That doesn't happen ever.
Is there a point of me going and having you guys to make your picks? We're all pretty much going Izzy,
I
right?
pick Izzy.
I feel like it's Izzy. I feel like this is one of
Izzy's
those,
easy to win.
Like you said earlier, if you want to make like a money bet, you just want to throw some
Yeah, I'm
dollars
gonna throw 10 on that. I'm gonna throw
crazy.
10, 20 bucks on him.
You never know.
Throw it on Sean Strickland and see what happens. Again, this is MMA. One never knows. I have
cash
seen
in.
somebody dominate an entire match for 24 minutes and 30 seconds, and in the last 30 seconds, Leon Edwards in that fucking head kick.
Leon
Still mad
Edwards,
about that money.
See,
dude.
I predicted that on the podcast, and I didn't put money on it. So I'm
see?
going to this time.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You
Moving
never
on to a fight that happened, and I'm sick of watching and even hearing about these motherfuckers fighting. Well, this motherfucker, I like Nate Diaz, but Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz happened, and I'm really getting tired of it. And
Here's my thing,
stupid fights.
As a fan of MMA though, I'm a fan of like these fighters getting paid. So I feel like that's why I like it. And at the same time, like
That
listen,
bag.
I like watching these fights. I feel like they make it more interesting. I'm somebody who's like trying to get a little bit more into boxing, like watching regular boxing.
I've been mad
This is, I
into
feel like it's
boxing.
like for somebody who doesn't watch it at all, I feel like this is somewhere you can kind of like ease your way into it. As I'm watching to watch these MMA dudes, I'm hoping that they win. Obviously, we have a terrible track record. But
Yeah,
the problem with this one, when they announced it, I knew Nate Diaz was not going to win that fight.
This is a money play.
Yeah,
I mean, we all saw his last one. Like we all saw his last couple fights. Like it's a money play at the end of the day. Like for me, I like you watched the fight. I saw it was just him, just kind of hanging in there for the majority of the time. He won the fight, in my opinion, when he got the guillotine in the last like minute or whatever. When he got him in that headlock.
Yeah.
He was just like this. That's what he won. That's for me. He got the W. I don't care.
I said it was it's like a drunk uncle outside of the bodega.
They were just scrapping.
Oh man.
Yeah, they were just scrapping. Like I really feel like it's just a money play. For me, go for Nate Diaz, I feel like for now, he should just chill, enjoy the money that he just got off of this. I don't think he should box again until
He already
Conor
retired.
McGregor fully retires and then they fight for the third time. That's something that I think will happen. Because that's something that they've both talked about, like, they know as a guarantee, like they will sell. Like people will watch just off of the names.
I watch
they will make
any
millions.
Conor McGregor fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like you see, like I think.
So what's going on with this motherfucker? Is he going to fight again or like?
Yeah, he has to wait until the steroids are out of his system.
Exactly.
So that's the thing, right? So he's
huge.
No, because he's not on the list right now.
Yeah, right now technically he's not eligible to fight this year. So you have to be, I guess, enrolled. This is me just like piecing things together. I'm
right.
uneducated.
I researched, so it's good.
So
I got you.
you have to be within the USADA testing pool for about 6 months. I forget what the USADA is, but it's United States Administrative Drug something, whatever it is, something along those lines. Association. I was so
That
close.
has to be it, though.
You got it.
So you gotta be within the USADA testing pool for 6 months, obviously clean. Conor McGregor, the last time he was in the octagon, got his leg snapped horrifically.
Clean.
For you to be able to rehabilitate that, like as an average person, like we're talking us here, it takes forever for you to be able to walk somewhat okay. And even then you can have everlasting walking issues. You could have like a limp, all kinds of problems. For an athlete of that caliber, you got access to some things, some stuff
Right.
that we don't have.
Right.
So he, and as well as a lot of other athletes, got some of that magic, those magic beans,
The
or
magic,
whatever.
the sensu beans.
And Conor McGregor went from a 155 pounder to looking like 205
Yeah, just
pounds.
He's
in
230.
4 months. I don't know what happened.
He's 230.
I don't know what
Jacked.
beans. What beans? I don't know what beans. I didn't say anything. I used to eat
Them
beans.
sensu beans that go.
He's eating them sensu
Boy
beans,
got a
but
fat
he got
head now.
huge. But the thing is, right? So he had a deadline. There was like huge news. I want to say it was around like July or so, where it was like by this day, by this time, he has to submit into USADA to be in the testing pool. If he doesn't, he can't fight. Allegedly, he has not submitted, so he's not in the USADA testing pool. About 3 days ago, Conor McGregor posted on his Instagram that him and Michael Chandler are fighting December 16th or some shit like that. Dana White was like, that was a fake post. I don't know where the hell he got that from. He's technically scheduled right now because him and Michael Chandler signed up to be coaches on The Ultimate Fighter. The whole thing with that is at the end of it, you guys fight.
Supposed to,
right. That's a key word. As of right now, that's supposed to be his fight that he's going to have some point. You tell me. I don't know. Right. If my money is on, obviously it'll probably happen next year. I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't really seem, at least from like Conor's perspective, that he wants to fight. Anybody that he's really like chirped at has been anybody that has won a big fight recently. So like, for example, he wants like Oliveira, he wants Islam, he wants like title holders, he wants Justin Gaethje, who just won the BMF belt. Like he wants these big dudes, and everybody's like, no. To go with the card that happened in Boston, if you guys watched the whole thing, did you guys watch the Chris Weidman fight?
I didn't watch that.
I didn't see that.
So for you guys that don't know, Chris Weidman, former champion, beat Anderson Silva twice. Insane. Yeah. He also got his leg snapped, if you remember that highlight. He fought Uriah Hall, threw a leg kick, got it snapped. It went the other way. Same kind of situation that happened with Conor. So he comes back, right, this past Saturday, or 2 Saturdays ago, whenever the card was in Boston, and he was fighting, and I'm telling you, got tore up from the floor up. Like his legs, done. Like it was just, it was a beating. It was bad. It wasn't even his bad leg. He was too protective of the bad leg that he let his good leg get chopped down, and then he had to use the bad leg, and then that one got chopped down. Do you guys think, I just feel like for me, as much as I'm like, it'd be cool to see Conor fight, I feel like when he comes back, it's going to be the same kind of thing. I feel like what happened to Chris Weidman will happen to Conor. Whoever he fights, especially because he wants these top 5, that boy's going to get beat. Right. He's going to get beat.
Big problem with Conor is his stance. His stance is literally maybe it's karate stance. So this front leg is gonna get fucked up.
Yeah. And the thing is too is that anybody that has watched like the last couple fights, I feel like that's kind of what they do. So that's why I'm saying that, like, I feel like for Nate, he just needs to chill, let Conor get his 1 more, maybe 2 more fights left in the UFC, and then they do a big boxing fight, and then Nate just sails off into the sunset, and we don't have to worry about that anymore. I do think that this,
like a reality
this like
TV.
Celebrity boxing type deal that Jake Paul is doing, I personally am a fan of it. I think it's cool. Where I will say, I think that he should fight somebody, but I think his brother might end up fighting him. That gets me excited is Logan Paul. I forgot, he's fighting Dylan Dennis, or allegedly fighting Dylan Dennis.
Allegedly.
Another MMA dude that's just like a troll.
We've seen that for like 10 years now.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens. But Mike Perry is the backup, and that's somebody I want you guys to pay attention to. Have you guys watched Bare Knuckle Boxing?
I've seen some highlights.
I love how to get into bare knuckle. My boy Platinum Mike Perry is putting in work. That guy is just knocking dudes out, and he's the backup for the Logan Paul fight. I want to see him fight Jake. That'd be a good one. That's an MMA dude I'll put my money on.
This
former UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Used to have like a huge mohawk, the whole nine.
Yeah.
He looks like a guy who gets punched in the face.
Yeah. Mike Doherty.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. You have to you think a whole different way, because like at least with regular boxing you have the padding. With this, you have to like kind of like pull your punches a little bit more. You can't just swing, you'll break your knuckles. A big thing with it is like how many fights do you really have within bare knuckles?
His skull.
Dog, you're just cracking jaw all day. Like that's all you're doing. Like I don't know how you even train for bare knuckle. Like I get you can kind of like do combos, but other than that, I don't really see what you do. So for me, I feel like that'd be a dope fight for Jake.
Don't last that long.
I like him fighting just all these retired dudes. Let him just keep kind of doing that. I don't see him going and fighting real boxers like he fought.
But he says like he's just playing. My plan is to be world champion. I'm like, bro, if you go and get some real boxers, you are going to.
He tried it with Tommy Fury.
Yeah, and Tommy Fury is literally the lowest. Like
he needs to fight Roy Jones Jr.
What?
Why?
Roy Jones is like in the 50s.
That boy, 55 and gonna knock him out.
No, because I'll be mad as hell if he wins that fight.
I feel like that'd be that's
Mike
the whole
Tyson.
thing, you know what I mean?
Logan and Jake both talked about fighting Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson laughed at them.
Yeah.
Like, no. No, that wouldn't be fair.
I feel like that. I don't know, man. You see him hitting the heavy bag. I feel like he still got it.
Oh, Mike will kill these motherfuckers.
He still got it.
Mike will kill them. Oh, come on. They're just talking shit because they know Mike won't take the fight.
No way.
Mike will murder these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I want to see him fight again, but like or I know he has recently, but not that. What was
Fought Roy Jones and
it was
they
an
scared him to death.
It was like an
He had to be
exhibition, right?
basically sedated because he was so fucking high. He's like, he was too into it. Like, I'm gonna murder somebody. Let's get really, really high so I don't do that.
That's scary.
That's how he has to live his life regardless. That's why he smokes so much.
You know, somebody who's a retired like hitman and you want to.
Yeah.
And then
Leon the Hitman's back.
after 20 years, you're like, yo, you gotta kill somebody again.
Every
You're like,
time I think about him, I think about that clip that I always see it pop up on my feed where it's just like him crying and he's just like, I was a warrior, I was a savage,
Yeah.
a killer among men. Like
Way
it's
more
like,
intense as it goes on. Like,
he's like crying and you're just like, whoa, what? the?
He's like, that's tears of just straight pain.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going
man.
to murder you.
I get
and I
that,
don't
too.
want to
Every
do it.
month's weird. Like people be around him because like he's cool now and you're like
great.
laughing. But at the end of the day, that's like having like a pet tiger. That motherfucker can maul you
Like,
at any point.
He had a pet tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
Question to you guys for when you guys, get real big and famous.
fight?
You guys forget about this area. Do you guys think
I'm
that
never forgetting.
I will.
exactly? That's what the answer I was looking for. For you guys, they offer you a bag to take one of these like boxing matches. You guys taking a quick 4-month training camp and getting in there?
It depends who the fight is. It depends a lot of it. It depends
How
the
much money?
bag.
It depends on the money I
Depends
get.
the bag.
I like
the
to do
bag.
that. I'm doing it.
I'm in there.
I would definitely do it. Yeah, if it was worth it.
Nah, then tell me who it
10K
is.
and a D8.
Speaking.
10K and a D8? No,
No,
way.
absolutely not.
10K and a D8?
No, we're talking about 6 figures. Are you kidding me?
I need $1 million at least.
No, I don't expect somebody to pay me $1 million.
But if it
Humble,
depends
man.
how
I
big
like
it
that.
is. You know what I'm saying? If it's a celebrity.
Six figures
We're,
at least.
we're assuming a celebrity
Next time
boxing
I'm on
event.
this podcast, I'm going to be a promoter, I guarantee.
Bayless?
Right. Speaking of celebrity
Skip Bayless?
fights, we haven't played a game on here in a long time.
Oh, okay.
This one's fun. So back in the day, there used to be something called Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, I used
It's
to
a little
love
cartoon
that
on
show.
MTV.
Claymation.
Right now, it would definitely be canceled and cause a lot of lawsuits.
They
Bring
try
it
to bring
back.
it back. They try to
bring
bring it
it
back.
back.
They can.
They tried. It
What
didn't
happened?
last long.
Bring it back.
So the game is,
Again.
I gave the co-host and our MMA correspondent some homework to give me 4 matches, wrestling matches, with any celebrities that they choose. I'm very curious on what these crazy motherfuckers are going to say. Who would like to start?
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, I figured Juan would be the one.
All right, bet. So I'm going to be honest with you. I made and deleted my list like 14 times because I kept thinking of different people.
Me too.
This is honestly kind of hard. I tried to think about celebrities that weren't like somewhat fighters because I was just like, let's do
Very hard.
just random and see how it
Random.
goes. And, let's see what we do. So first up, I got Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Versus
talking about.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Let's go. That's a
That's a good one.
In a buried alive match.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Get
the
their casket.
Yeah, get the-
Someone's
Whoopi.
going nap time.
I got Whoopi.
All right, next.
I got Oprah shit.
I feel
Yeah, Whoopi.
Yo, Oprah's cutthroat. I got Oprah.
I feel like I see Oprah getting real like dirty boxing in the phone booth. You know what I mean? She's gonna get in
Yeah,
the clinch.
Whoopi's too good of
You know
a
what I
human
mean?
being.
Yo,
Whoopi's getting a
Oprah's
chair.
a demon.
Oprah is the evil.
Yo, that's
She
like-
worked hard to get where she's at.
Yeah.
bro.
Oprah,
No, she
Oprah
done-
is evil.
Done put some
It's
money on
Illuminati.
someone's head. Yeah.
She's Illuminati.
I'd put money on that fight. I'm getting.
Oprah don't got no. I mean, Winfrey. What the hell's her name?
Whoopi.
They all got
Whoopi. Yeah,
But
it was
Oprah,
Whoopi Winfrey.
Yeah.
No,
It was Whoopi.
Whoopi
The
Goldberg
only
don't got
person I've ever
eyebrows.
heard named
So I got
Whoopi.
her winning.
Oh, for sure.
All right,
No
cool.
eyebrows,
All
you
right.
win.
Next, I got a tag team match. So this is for my. I'm a big comedy fan. You know what I mean?
like
In the
tag
world
team
of
matches.
comedy podcasts and whatnot. So we got a
Tease.
tag team match.
Okay.
We got the comedians Burt Kreischer
Yes.
and Tom Segura.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
That's
of
easy
Easy
win for
That's a good one.
Easy win for 2 bears.
are like 4 of my
one cave.
favorites.
I see Bobby Lee getting on Andrew Santino's shoulders, and they're gonna be like one person.
butt-ass
So,
naked,
yeah,
probably.
butt-ass naked, and it's gonna be like a joystick or some shit. I don't know, and they're gonna handle it. I don't know.
And
No, it's
all
a
I
big
see
boy,
is
yo.
Bert's drunk ass just tackle him.
But I want a regular
Laughing.
tag team match. I want just beautiful execution. I want
Right.
to see just excellence. You know what I mean? High flying maneuvers.
Yeah, Bert just chugging.
off the ropes.
That shit would be
Clothesline.
amazing.
Shirt off, just chilling.
Tom Segura's in shape now too,
Bro,
so
that's
he's
strong.
in good shape.
He's strong Tom, you know what I mean? I feel like that's going to be a different kind of Tom. I
Bobby
feel
Lee's
like
gonna be flying out the rim.
Speaking of comedians, Dave Chappelle's coming to Boston in October.
Ooh.
I'm down,
That's
and I want to see
amazing.
Dave fight
That's
somebody.
definitely $600.
You about to say you better be working at OT because it's gonna be a lot of money.
Facts. If we're plugging stuff though, just because I'm
When
a
is
fan. Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, the Bad Friends, will be here October 6th. I will be going. So y'all,
I'm down.
y'all let me know.
love
I'm
that
already
podcast.
going. I got my tickets. You guys
Oh,
let me
shit.
know. Yeah, October 6th.
We in there.
I believe I'm in Florida at that time.
October 6th.
Where was the invitation? It's crazy.
Not bad.
It's like we're like in 4 group chats. I didn't even see one of them. That's fine. Anyway,
I'm a busy man.
next,
Anywho,
I got Neil deGrasse Tyson versus Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Wow, that's a good matchup.
Now,
it's
here's my
not,
thing.
it's not a good matchup.
They're both in the science field,
It's not a
big
good matchup.
famous people amongst a lot of people in pop culture for being scientists. So this is going to be an I quit match. Loser off the TV.
Just
Lord.
so you know,
Neil deGrasse Tyson is like,
Neil deGrasse Tyson is an undefeated collegiate wrestler.
damn, okay. Bill he's going down.
Bill is a twig.
Bill is getting taken down.
Bill's like leverage. Ha!
And then my last one, just because I have wanted to see this for so long now, so much hype has been put into it, so many people have been talking about it. The world needs to see it, and finally we will see
amped.
this World Heavyweight Championship match between Ariel and T-Pain.
Clay form.
We will see
real.
Oh, I thought this is celebrity deathmatch.
real, and it'll be
like that.
and a no holds barred match. Absolutely
like,
no rules.
I want the 4x4 with the fucking barbed wire. That's what I'm going with.
We need to
start
see the
this.
score settled, ladies and
That's what
gentlemen.
we do.
We need to
Like
see
Triple
it
H.
settled.
Yo, nothing was colder when this motherfucker reached under the ring and little sledgehammer. Yes.
Yeah, man.
I'm always
it's
thinking
so
about to
good.
kill
I was
somebody.
afraid of everybody he hit with that.
Yo,
That's a real sledgehammer.
Yeah,
know,
they
they're
don't look
leaking.
fake. Yeah, at least the chairs, you kind of like, oh, maybe the tables, they broke a little too easy. You're like, a couple things, you're like,
That's a
all right.
sledgehammer.
But the sledgehammer, you're like, that look heavy. Yeah. He drag it, you're like, all right, that's a little much.
like about like the things they hit you with, you're kind of bracing yourself, so it makes a loud noise. That's fine.
Yeah.
With a sledgehammer, that's way too small to be like,
No.
oh no, like no, you got hit in the head.
What's the, all right, Extreme Rules match, what's your guys' weapon of choice? With what they already have, no crazy stuff. I feel like for me, I got to go with the kendo stick, that like wooden
is a
stick
good-
that they
that
be
is a good
getting.
choice.
I feel like that's
my back has to go with that shit.
I was always into ECW, so like the Sandman, Sabu, like all those.
I think I'm gonna go with
Tommy
the
Dreamer.
with the. I know it sounds a little regular, but the steel chair.
That steel chair hurt. I don't know if you
I
guys
feel
have
like I'm a
seen-
steel chair
Have
type
you
of
guys
guy.
seen the Mississippi River video?
Oh, I've seen it.
Steel
Yes.
chairs are in right now.
I know.
Those are
And
in.
I love the
I just
sound.
bought 4.
Listen,
The sound of that chair.
I brought
is
it up,
amazing.
so I'm gonna go with sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is the kind of the one.
Yeah,
man.
it is a
Solid.
good
That's
choice.
scary.
All right, I'm gonna go next.
Chair's amazing.
Oh, whoa.
Bring a table.
Oh, you want to go next? I'm sorry.
No, you can.
TLC, let's get it.
TLC match crazy.
No. The first one.
Celebrity deathmatch.
This guy's finally gonna get the fight, or just to be in the same place as this other person that he's always been wanting. Skip Bayless,
Oh.
1-on-1 with LeBron James.
Oh.
Man.
These are clay form.
No,
You're like, are these guys really getting hurt?
These are
Because-
real.
So we get to watch them in clay form fight each other.
stop saying
So-
clay.
So,
These
Skip
are-
has a chance in this
This
one.
is real.
All
No
right.
clay.
All right, we're coming up with the game plan right now. What is Skip Bayless's chance? What has he got that he can bring to the
Skip
table?
Bayless is in pretty
Nothing.
good shape.
All right.
No, he's not.
He can catch him with a leg kick.
He got just a
His
what?
legs are fucking weak.
When there's a fight, there's always a chance.
He's
gotta do
a
something.
runner.
I don't know what
Says
it's
he
gonna
has
be.
shin splints. My guy's like no legs left. He's just in that
Sounds like
the
LeBron.
old man shape. Does this?
I feel like LeBron just palms his head and just like, you know what I mean?
I just want to see it.
Puts him in a basketball like a fucking Space Jam.
I think he's
That's
a,
a-
I don't think any.
fatality.
I'm not
That's
gonna
a
lie to you. I don't think
fatality.
any of mine are fair fights.
I think it sounds crazy. LeBron's extremely athletic, but I don't think he can fight.
I see that. Like, he don't know how to move the body like that. You know what I mean?
He
When it
never had
comes-
to fight. Why would he ever have to fight in his life?
I say Skip,
Man is
sweep the
6'9".
leg, go low.
All right.
Got
My
7
next
foot
one.
wingspan. Slap.
In a hardcore match. Ray Lewis versus OJ Simpson.
See, I knew
To see who's gonna be the most murderous motherfucker
Ray.
in NFL history.
I think you should make that a
Ray.
triple threat. I think you're missing one guy.
Ray.
You think you got Ray Lewis in there?
Who am I missing?
Ray Lewis is gonna murder him.
Man, who am I thinking it was? It was
I don't
that real nice guy, sweetheart. He was on the Patriots. He came from Florida.
Aaron Hernandez.
There we go. Sweet
He's from
guy.
Connecticut.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
And
What did he
he's
do?
dead.
He's
But it's a
dead.
celebrity death match. We can't say dead people.
No.
I guess that's fair.
If it's claymation,
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause
but it's not claymation.
So listen,
celebrity death match had dead people.
I know, but
fighting each other.
that's not
It's not
exactly.
claymation.
And
We're not
didn't do
thinking
it.
Clay. We're just
He
thinking
did- no, he
a
didn't.
celebrity
It's his
match.
match. Whatever.
Trust me, my list
He
is
was
Clay.
convicted and found guilty of I guess robbing the dudes that robbed him or whatever that
Yes.
was. But he wasn't found guilty of anything else. That's all I'm saying.
His son did it.
Why did he do 15 years then?
Because
How you get that long
Got
from
him, nigga.
robbing
They,
your fa-
they didn't want him to succeed, bro. That's what it was.
robbing
They-
memorabilia?
if I know you did it and you got off with it, I don't care what you do. Parking ticket, you're going to jail for life.
Love didn't fit, dog.
I'm getting you in
whatever.
something.
Terrible.
Next one.
Going to jail.
I'm gonna give this guy a
the
chance for
bats.
retribution. Tory Lanez
Oh.
Yikes.
versus Meg Thee Stallion.
Clay
Right.
Foreman.
Loser goes to jail.
You are still so hurt.
Stop saying clay.
Clay Foreman. Stop saying Clay Foreman.
I don't know who I'm picking though, because Meg got some size on Tory. To be
Bro,
honest with you,
She's
so the
6
same
foot.
the same thing I did, right? So same with LeBron and Skip. I feel like she's just gonna go like this. She's gonna pick him up right there.
She
That's
got
it.
thighs to legs. She's going to kick him in the face.
Bro, I feel like that's gonna be
no weapons,
sweet chin music.
no weapons allowed.
Spartan kick.
Right?
Bye-bye,
Don't need no
Tory.
weapons, bro. She got hands, she got fists, bro. She gonna put the mitts on.
Going to punt him to Canada
And last but not,
from Houston.
Did he get deported? Is that a thing?
Not
no,
yet.
he's still in jail, but that's definitely on his.
Sometimes they do it after.
That's definitely on his itinerary.
Like getting deported back to Canada is whack. I feel like if you're gonna get
That's not
deported, you
even-
get deported somewhere cool, you know?
He's from Canada.
What's the difference? It's
I
like
don't know, but-
felons can't go to Canada from the United States.
But it's like finding out
What's the
that
difference?
21 Savage is from the UK. It's just like, what are you talking about? That's not a real thing.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Bro,
deported to Canada, you went back. Like,
No,
you, didn't,
right,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Send him home.
and last but not least,
Canada.
gotta lie.
Don Omar
Ooh.
versus Romeo Santos. You know why? Because Romeo never got back from this nigga fucking this bitch. You think we forgot? You think we forgot, Romeo? You need to get licked back, nigga.
This is technically going to be the rematch because technically the first match was in that concert that they did.
Yeah,
you know
and then
what I
they
mean?
squashed it at the end.
Yeah.
Romeo, I understand he was in concert.
Washed it.
Boy,
Get your lick back.
you thought your girl was in Puerto Rico with her friends, nigga.
Yeah, that sound crazy.
That sound crazy,
was in
bro. You
Puerto Rico.
you better catch this motherfucker.
Different kind of friend.
Different kind of friend. All right, those are mine four. Who wants to go next? Adiel, with your clay people?
Let's see who I got.
To be honest with you though, I think Don Omar put some mitts on him too.
Yeah, absolutely. Romeo can't fight.
Him up.
I feel like he's just solid.
So the first two people I picked are dead.
All right.
I'm just gonna
the first
skip-
three?
I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
no, you can say it at this
just
point.
throw 'em out, throw 'em out.
Throw 'em out there.
Actually, whatever you wanna
We're changing the rules.
My whole list is dead.
Yeah, my list is clay form.
Okay.
Think of it in that term.
All right.
You're the only one to do that. Okay, yes.
Right.
Celebrity deathmatch style.
He did his Roman. He did it. He did. Yeah, that's what I said.
Tupac. Yeah, it's like in those words. It says celebrity
Exactly.
deathmatch.
That's what I said.
Just like
So I took it real,
I
literal.
I understand.
I get it. I can't get mad at that one. He said he did do homework. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to pick Tupac versus Biggie.
Okay.
Start Clay.
Just quickly. I got Biggie on that.
Yeah.
Pure size.
I don't know.
I feel like
They go
it's
like
It's
6'4",
literally
300.
it's literally like a 120-pound difference.
If
Like,
it's
know,
Biggie
but you
before
know-
he fell downstairs,
that
hell
knockout
yeah.
power. You know what I mean?
yeah, Biggie's gonna hurt you.
And then I'm gonna have to go Michael Jackson
Okay.
versus Prince.
I knew it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a
you have
good
to.
one.
Yeah.
I got Prince on that one.
Yeah.
I think that was an actual.
That might have been a celebrity
This is
deathmatch.
Black Michael
What
too.
is what is
Black Michael?
This is Black
That
Michael.
changes everything. I don't know then. I might go with Black Michael. Thriller, Red Jacket Michael?
Red Jacket Michael versus
Prince with his ass showing.
I was gonna say assless chap Prince. Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
You gotta let
Yeah,
me
I got
know
Michael.
Michael era.
I feel like I got Michael on that one.
I got Michael. If
got
it's
Michael.
Black Michael, definitely.
He's gonna hit him with the Shimona finishing move.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the 1, 2, 3.
So I always pictured it to be like the People's Elbow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's gonna. So the move, he hits him with that kick he does. Yeah. That's the hit, and then the rest
on
of
the
it is
chin.
the hat grab, and then
you
he
got
finishes it.
moonwalk,
Yeah,
hit the rope, moonwalk back.
Yeah, I got Michael. I got Michael.
I got Michael.
I might got Michael in any
Red
era at
Jacket
this point.
Michael for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thriller Michael is fucking this dude up.
He made Thriller. Beat it, Michael.
Beat him, man. Will beat the fuck out of this
He will,
thing.
he will
Jean.
dance battle him to death, bro.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Next, I'm gonna go Derek Jeter versus Nomar Garcia Parra.
Ooh, battle of the shortstop, biracial angel against.
What kind of match?
Clay.
Against
Clay. Let's go
they're
Clay.
using literal clay to fight each other.
Clay fight.
Clay form.
I just wanted to make sure we're
Have
still
you seen
talking
the
Clay here.
movie Ghost with the clay?
Yeah.
Picture that.
Yo, there's literally so many viewers who are obviously younger who have no idea what the fuck is going on.
No.
Celebrity Deathmatch is a TV show on MTV where they would have celebrities fight in clay form.
Yeah,
And that's what Ariel's going with. So your last one.
That's what I think of when I hear celebrity deathmatch.
I feel you.
Can
We got you. Go ahead.
Can the title of this episode just be "But Clay" though?
Something to do with clay, definitely.
The one with Clay.
Go ahead. What's your last one?
That was the last one, right?
What was the last
I
one?
got one more.
Okay.
That's 5. Okay.
No, it's not 5.
No, it's 4.
I can't count.
Nope.
Tupac, Biggie, Michael Jackson, Prince.
Just add
Derek
14
Jeter,
to
Nomar.
it, bro. And then
Yeah. 14 to it, we good. Right,
yeah,
here we
you
go.
just add 14.
Australia.
Go.
Australia.
That was worse than mine.
That's exactly what you sounded like.
No. Don't try
That's
that. No,
that's
you
what you
tried.
sounded like.
You tried to do the accent.
No,
You messed
I tried
up.
to do your accent.
No, that's not what happened.
We'll edit it out. We'll do 2 takes. You'll both come in. Australia. Fill it in.
Ariel, can you get the
Australia.
last damn death match, please?
I'm going to have to go The Godfather. Al Pacino Godfather
Okay.
versus Scarface.
Ooh.
Tony Montana.
The Al Pacino match. The Pacino Bowl.
The Pacino Bowl.
Pacino Bowl.
I feel like
Not many talk about the Pacino Bowl.
do you go with the former war veteran, or
Right?
do you go with the I guess the
The psychopath from Cuba.
what would you call him?
Yeah, I think he was in some
He was
type
in the
of
gang.
Yes.
It was a political party thing.
They're both.
It was a political refugee.
soldiers.
Yeah, he was a political refugee. Get it right.
I watched it
He did
recently.
nothing
All
wrong.
right. I'm going Michael Corleone. Michael Corleone's too smart. Scarface is it'll fuck up.
Clay form.
Clay.
Oh
Floyd.
my god! Yeah, I forgot Clay. Forgot about the goddamn Clay.
If it's clay form, the fucking Sailor Little French scene's gonna come
Yeah,
out.
I feel like I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
I'm
That time
going
with the white
Scarface.
suit, like
I'm
wild too, like
I'm going push it to the limit. White suit, Al Pacino, Scarface for sure.
versus like
Yeah. All right.
Michael Corleone.
Michael Corleone.
Corleone.
Josh, go ahead.
So I also had the Ariel versus T-Pain movie.
Though I've told you the people want to see
They
it.
want to
I'm
see
not
it.
even a celebrity.
Yes, you are, bro.
Yes, you,
Celebrity
believe it.
deathmatch. I'm in it already.
All right.
Okay,
That's how I blow up.
beat fucking
He knocked
T-Pain.
out T-Pain.
yeah. Who is this guy? What show is he from?
This the guy who knocked out T-Pain.
The 806. The show you never.
I had Michael Jai White,
I thought of doing the same thing.
Ah.
Oh, against who?
Steven Seagal's punk ass.
So hear me out. Again, like I said, I made and I deleted. I had both of those guys now fighting each other, though. I had them on there, though.
Steven Seagal has to be in the thought.
Alright. So I'm not a fan of Steven Seagal.
No, absolutely.
My mom loves Steven
That's
Seagal.
the problem.
That's
I don't
the
understand
problem.
why.
We never
I never understood why.
I saw a clip that actually came across my feed earlier today of him trying to teach Daniel Cormier, former 2 division like champion in the UFC,
Olympic fighter.
He wanted, and a former Olympic gold medalist too. He wanted to teach him some secret Wing Chun moves that he didn't want any cameras to see. So the clip is just him trying to get all the cameras to shut off so he can show DC these secret moves that nobody else can know. That man is insane.
Yeah.
He needs to go to prison. I don't know.
Right?
He's a
But
cop
lock
in
his ass
Louisiana.
up.
Isn't he like buds with like Putin? Isn't that like a thing? Isn't he?
I
like,
think that's true.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt it.
He gets
No,
like flew
I-
out to Russia and stuff like that. Like he's
Let's
big
go.
over there.
I
The
wanna
movies
rock
with him and other niggas.
Pretty good.
Are 5.
DMX, yeah.
DMX, Ja Rule.
He broke DMX's arm in that movie.
All right. Josh, what's the next one up?
DMX almost killed him.
Jet Li. Was Jet Li in there?
No, it's Romeo
No,
Must
Roman
Die.
Must Die.
I
Great
did
movie.
But Steven Seagal never.
I need to go on a Steven Seagal binge. I need to see these
You
movies.
don't want to.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
bad.
Let's go through all
He's
of them.
still making them.
I think there's
Yo.
one with Ja Rule that's fire.
That ponytail, that is an iconic ponytail.
Side note.
Is he in Free Willy at all?
What? No,
He is
he's
Free Willy.
the whale. But side note, someone just sent me recently. Steven Seagal has a reggae album.
Yeah.
Can we move on from Steven Seagal, please? What's your next fight?
New pod. We're just gonna rerun it. It's all gonna be about Steven Seagal.
All Steven Seagal
This
related.
episode is going to be about sports.
Steven Seagal sports. I had the Mark Zuckerberg versus fucking Elon Musk. When's that
That's
gonna
a good
happen?
one.
I thought
That's a good
When's that
about
gonna
it.
happen?
That's a good one.
I want that shit to happen.
I'm telling you, Mark takes it in the first. He's gonna submit him via guillotine for sure.
Imagine.
For sure. He's been training that
Just a-
jiu-jitsu. He's
just
been,
a
he's been
freaking-
getting it, dog.
All right.
Backpack. What is it? Human
Yeah,
backpack.
the human backpack, man. He was training with Izzy and them in, how do you say, Australia? What'd you guys say?
He said
See, you tried to look
Australia.
Australia.
Oh, y'all getting closer. I'll tell you
I
that.
thought it wasn't there. Whatever.
Oh, really?
And your last
you need
one?
to hit us with one before we go out.
I'm not good at accents. I'm very
Me
bad.
neither.
And I feel I don't want to disrespect my fellow Australians.
My fellow Australians.
Yeah,
Australian
right?
too?
Are you here? You're Australian now?
You guys didn't know he's 1/8, bro.
All right. What's your last one?
How? Okay, whatever. My last one, I want the one that everybody really wanted to see is Mr. Wild Wild West himself
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
Everybody Hates Chris. So I want them to actually finish
Will
off.
Smith and Chris Rock?
I need to see it.
And they both get-
Will Smith will put
Each of them gets a
a
pocket knife.
What?
Why?
Why? Celebrity death match. They got to fight to the death.
You get a Swiss Army knife, but you only get to pick 3 attachments.
And on that note, time for my favorite part of the show. The DJ Bofka said a question. The DJ Bofka set of questions is a game we play at the end of every show. Juan, you've been here as our MMA correspondent a couple times, so you know how this game works.
Green pill, purple pill, and the blue one, right?
Perfect. So, first question.
Close threw me off.
The Eminem
I'm
song.
colorblind.
Yeah. First question is always the same. I gotta ask you again because of the Manny G rule. Jordan or LeBron?
I feel like I got to go Jordan again. I feel like I'm going to stay true to my answers. Run back the tapes and see if I stuck to the same answers.
He did. We would have scolded you if you didn't.
All right.
All right.
Steven Seagal.
I try to get creative with these questions.
Let's get it.
Not too wild.
Steven
'Cause I
Seagal.
remember last time you were here, I asked some crazy wild questions.
Steven
we will
Seagal.
not be going.
Steven Seagal versus an orangutan. Who do you got? in a
Steven
cage
Seagal.
match?
I want to see that so
In a
bad.
cage match.
All right. Ready?
To the death.
Drake before views or after views?
Oh man, that's hard because actually, I'm gonna go before Views just because for me, Views was a great album. Nothing Was the Same was also like pretty good.
Nothing was the same as my favorite Drake album.
I was having this conversation. Not like
I
very recent.
hate that era of music.
Really?
As a whole?
Like with the 2 Chains, Big Sean-ish.
I get what you mean. I get
Just
what you
them?
mean.
No,
no.
Whenever they're on the
I know what
track,
you're saying.
You
bro,
mean
it's
that,
over.
that class is what you mean, like
Yeah.
at the
Well, like,
beginning.
No. Some of them are cool. Like,
Anything that sounds like T-Pain.
like all me.
It was
Like,
like
like that's
T-Pain.
all me.
All that auto-tune
I don't like
bullshit from the
all-
early 2000s.
Get out of here.
Goofy.
I don't know. I was a fan. I would say that I feel like for me, I grew up and like with Drake, I guess, like when I started getting like really into hip hop, like finding like a bunch of new artists, like he was at first for me, it was like the corny dude because he was like, I didn't know really who, like Bedrock was like, like coming out when I was in middle school.
Jimmy from
So
Degrassi.
I didn't even know him from that at the beginning, but then I would say like when I look at the discography in terms of like what will I listen to like almost in its entirety, if not like the majority of the album, it's everything Views and back.
Yeah,
the
that's that- I feel the same
newer
way.
ones, I pick up a couple. You know what I
cool.
mean? I get a couple songs from it, but a lot of them are skips. A lot of them sound the same to me, so it's just like it's like how Chris Brown. I feel like he puts like 45 songs in an album. I've only ever heard one hit single a year. I don't understand what the hell.
We won't get into Breezy because we
'Cause
have a
they're all
time.
his
But like,
singles.
Sci-fact real quick. I know we're doing the questions,
agree.
but like I need you guys when you have a free moment to look at exactly how many albums Soulja Boy has put out since he has come out on the scene. It is insane. You will
is.
not
It
believe
is.
it. You will not believe
I-
it.
While he
know
looks that up, I'll ask you the next question.
I know exactly what you.
Full albums too. Full albums.
I know.
They're all
Bigger
trash.
oh shit moment.
What title?
Edge spearing the Hardys off the ladder.
Almost
Or-
dying.
That was a wild moment.
Or Undertaker throwing Mankind off the Hell in a Cell.
Undertaker off the cell. I'm sorry, Undertaker off the cell to this day. You know why? You know how big that is. And almost every for as many as I played, and almost every SmackDown versus Raw game, that is something you can do. You can't do the Edge off the ladder thing. That
That's
you can't
true.
do. So that's how big of a moment that is.
That boy almost killed that motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
To this day, I said that is if I think that is iconic Undertaker, one of the top 10 moments for sure.
One of my favorite moments ever of wrestling, probably.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was. I wasn't watching wrestling then, but I remember I went back because I got into the Undertaker as one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah. That was
so I was
high
like,
up.
let's see what he did. Jesus.
He should
So
be
going
dead.
back, a little reminder of our Dominican vacation together.
De lo mio.
Oh yeah.
Chivas
Oh.
All right, this is where I leave the podcast.
or Buchanan.
Oh, Buchanan, dude. Buchanan, easy. No,
God,
I'm gonna
that's
be honest
so
with you.
easy.
I tried Buchanan pineapple the other day. This is a plug because we are sponsored by Buchanan pineapple. It is amazing, bro. Yeah. When I
remember you
walked
brought
in
it over, huh?
it was great. It was great. I'm gonna be honest
That's
with
my
you.
first
I can't
pineapple.
look at Chivas. First and foremost, I'd like to make a public announcement. Fuck you, Gary. In case it hasn't been said before on this podcast.
It has definitely been said before.
Jesus, man. I
Yeah,
feel like I
Chivas
would
will get you.
blink and the cup would refill itself. I don't know what happened.
the
I would take a
Chivas-
sip, put it down, and it was
You know what's
back
going
up.
on? In 3 weeks, I'm back there again, drinking the same
yeah,
Chivas.
yeah.
Not the Chivas, man. I would drink anything else but the Chivas.
Oh my God, not the Chivas, please. We gotta get a bottle or
Pay for
something.
the airport Henny, bro. Just pay for the airport Henny.
I am going to get a handy, but I'm going to get Chivas.
Big
Just-
Bertha is a
Yeah.
must.
All right. If you can
32.
only have...
Hold on. How many albums?
32.
And it's tell me not. Is it not almost every year, if not
It's
multiple?
literally at least 2 a year. 2
When
or
was
3
the
a year.
last time you heard a new Soulja Boy song?
I have not. Not one time.
It's just so trash.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like I'm an open-minded
I'm talking
rap listener,
20
and I have
songs
tried
per
to
album.
like his music.
A bunch of
and I
them called Swag. The Swag 5 is the latest one. Soldier World 3.
What's better?
Big Draco 2.
New Bofka question. Carter or what was it? Swag? What was it? What was it?
5.
The Swag 5 or the Carter? What was the better album? Go.
Carter wins.
I'm on Swag.
No matter what Swag one you
Big
bring
Draco.
up. Big Draco
All
2.
right. Ready? You can only have one blunt a day. In the morning or at night. This is a weekend. You have nothing to do. It's literally a Sunday.
Sunday
Morning
Sunday.
or at night.
Dude, for sure that morning one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That morning, that hits different. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you have nothing to do. This is again I listened to one of your previous episodes. The whole, but then I gotta go to work and no.
That's like clear that.
No. This is if you're having the day off. Me, I'm a big early bird gets the worm kind of guy. I'm up at 7 a.m.
Me too.
7:30.
Me too.
It's natural. Walking out, the house is quiet. You spark up a little bit. You just walk and just do your thing. Everything is just so much nicer. The sun is brighter. The birds are chirping.
You have to fresh air in.
It's nice. At night, I feel like it's you get high and you go to bed. Oh wow! I feel like it's good
And then
good
you,
sleep.
you don't
good
finish
sleep.
the show you're trying to watch because you're so high.
You don't remember any of it.
Go right
you
to
just
bed.
you get you go to sleep really quick. But I feel like I just go to I don't know. I feel like I'd rather the other one. I feel like
I'd rather morning too.
My answer is noon.
I'm a big if I'm up early,
a nice 2:30.
I'm smoking that early blunt.
Hell yeah, I am. Ready? We are at your wedding, Juan.
Thank you.
And you need a best man speech.
All tuxedos are gonna be sleeveless.
Okay, I like
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Who would you rather have do your best man speech? REG or Sanchez?
Oh, that's a hard one. I feel like it depends on what time is this happening at?
Why does that?
Are we by the beach or is this inside?
It's your wedding.
I just needed to know.
I don't.
Your destination.
Yeah, whatever wherever the hell you get married,
Is this
bro.
a winter wedding or is this a summer wedding?
Would you
You're
rather
the
have
person
one wedding or not?
I don't know what that.
This is
I
your
don't know where
wedding.
you're like, bro. It's not my wedding.
I'm not planning your wedding.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like I gotta go with. I feel like I'd go with Sanchez.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm not a good speaker. I'm not like I'm gonna
Not a good
fumble
speaker.
some-
This is episode 80 of our podcast.
I know that
I'm gonna fumble some words. I'm a trip over a
you
couple.
both will. It's fine.
Yeah,
but it's just,
yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I would like to see like the setup joke that I know that you would set up. Like you would definitely have something.
Like I think
you
I
have,
would
like,
do something.
You would be like, I'm gonna spit a hot 16 about my boy Juan. Everybody just getting a single
think-
file line for no reason.
I was supposed to write this shit down, but fuck it.
No,
So
man,
it's just
I would do better if I freestyled and did it heartfelt, drunk and high.
Yeah,
Perfect.
That's what I asked.
It'd be
So
a
we're on
crime.
the beach.
If
where
it's
we-
something planned, like written, and
He's gonna
you
cry
gotta-
by the end.
You both crying. Come on.
Emotional. I'll cry. Just
In a
make it
sleeveless
emotional.
tuxedo, crying at a wedding.
Hell yeah. Is it shiny suit?
Shiny suit, of course.
Let's go.
I ain't
Win there.
crying.
All right.
Wheeling,
Up
dealing.
there numb.
Who's
off the
winning?
liquor.
MMA fight. Who's winning? Conor McGregor, George
McGregor.
St. Pierre.
Ooh, George St. Pierre.
I love
GSP.
George. I love George so much.
Is it the thing is with like you brought up earlier, Conor McGregor and the karate stance, like George St. Pierre, that was like his thing.
Rush.
You know what I mean? He also like the wrestling is great. Like he's just gonna
He's good at everything.
I think it'll be a good fight, but I think it's gonna be GSP all day.
I love that era of like UFC fighters, like the GSPs and the freaking.
Because they weren't afraid to lose,
Bro,
man. They
when
learned from the
when-
losses.
You know what it is when they had sponsorships on the shorts. That era, I felt like was like the ruthless aggression era of like WWE. You just
Yeah.
remember it as like that's when they brought up the chairs and all that crazy shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you saw the really aggressive stuff. So for me, that was like the same kind of deal. When you got those guys, the Brock Lesnar's and all those dudes, like you just see it. You saw that era of UFC is like way more like intense.
Yeah.
Now it's an art. Yeah.
I almost put John Jones versus Brock Lesnar as one of my picks.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
That's
Brock
just too
Lesnar
Goliath.
will literally break him in half.
That's not happening.
No, John Jones would kill him.
John Jones will like pick them
And what?
apart.
They're both
And just
crazy
if
wrestlers.
you're just gonna do in anything, honestly, and
Anything.
Using his brain.
He's gonna wrestle regardless.
I don't know if I've already
Brock
brought this
Lesnar is
up, 'cause
a
this was-
fucking.
He's gonna wrestle regardless.
He's not that good.
This was
He's a
a
fucking like
wrestler.
champion,
But
like
he's
a fucking national champion.
Yeah.
He's not
In
that,
wrestling.
He's not
Brock-
that good.
Bro, do you hear what I just said? Brock Lesnar is like a national
Yeah, but when he
champion
came to the
wrestler.
UFC, he was good, but he wasn't that good.
He was somebody who's I'm big as fuck and I can wrestle.
Oh, what are we
I'm
fighting?
gonna throw a
in?
punch.
Yeah,
that's the thing. If we're just doing like a regular fight, I feel like I got John Jones just because of like the tool belt he got is bigger than I would say a Brock Lesnar. I feel like say they wrestle, he go to the ground. John Jones is gonna choke him out. He's gonna figure out a way. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
you're
that's
right,
what
bro.
happened.
You're right.
I don't know if I brought this up already because this was a while ago that it happened, but like Tyson Fury got real mad because he was just like, if you lock me in a room with John Jones, I'm walking out of there alive. He's not, or whatever. He said something along those lines.
Fucking
And
gypsy.
Joe Rogan was just like, not a chance. John Jones will kill you. I'm so sorry. He's like, I love you.
He's more of like
Not
a
chance.
murdering.
Do you guys
human being.
agree? Do you
Yeah.
agree?
John
you lock them
Jones
both in a
would go.
room. Who's walking out? John Jones,
Bro,
Tyson Fury.
he's
Not
just
the
like-
Gypsy King. I can tell you that.
He's like an action hero, John Jones. Like Tyson
No.
Fury's a good boxer.
action hero, more like he's the villain of an action.
He is.
movie.
No, but like he's
He's like Venom, the anti-hero.
the
He's
anti-hero.
good with freaking everything that comes to
You seen
combat.
that? There was a video of him chasing a home invader outside.
guy
his
trying to
house.
break his car.
Oh my
Why
god.
would you do that, bro? You just
Did he have a
chase-
shotgun?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, with holding
Yes.
a whole shotgun in one hand, already pumped, like running after this dude. Like,
dude, all you
He's
hear
so
is the
cool.
crazy.
and then him,
He's
and then you
so
see him
cool.
running. And he chased him to his car.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get to that type of level of human life.
Christ.
I don't know, man. I think
I don't want
Just like one of the most dangerous. You don't have to be, but you are extremely dangerous.
I feel like those
Like, you're the
are.
most peaceful human ever. You like freaking do charity work and
that's more-
everything.
You're just waiting
But
for
you
your
can
action movie
murder
to happen.
somebody with your bare hands.
yeah.
I'm down.
All right. So,
Can't be picking these bar fights, bro. Someone kicks you straight.
unfortunately,
The head.
this is a time travel question.
Oh,
You have to go by the U.S. needs you.
oh my.
He's you.
You have to go back to two different wars and help out.
There is like a certain-
World War II
Ooh.
or Civil War.
Ooh.
Which one are you going back?
Not storming Normandy. I'll tell you that right fucking now.
That's super hard. Well, here's my thing, right? I feel like I gotta go World War II. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this deep, right? I'm looking at
Okay, I like this. I like this.
Civil War. I get like nipped. I get clipped. I get any little boo boo. I'm dead.
Yeah.
They can't fix that. They're like, it's infection. The whole arm is coming off. It's like it's a paper cut. And they're like, no, the arm is coming off. Like, you're not winning that one.
Right.
At least in World War II, there was a little bit. You know what I mean? They did.
We got
Civil War
antibiotics.
is like nor do they really want to.
So that's what I think. When you were like, it's a time travel question, I was like, there's only a certain year I can really go. It's 1992, and that's about it. Anything before that, not really. I don't know if I can go back there and it'd be okay. Yeah, I feel like I would have to go World War II. I feel like, you know what I mean, that's the one that gets talked about the most. That's the most drip, you know, in any war
Saving
so far.
Private Ryan.
You know what I
That is
mean,
true.
the coolest movies have come out of there. Last time you saw a cool Civil War movie, never.
Right?
Saving Private Ryan.
They don't even have. It wasn't
Glory's
even like
a
a
movie,
cool
right?
battle. They were like watching
Lined up.
60s basketball.
Yo, they used to put the African Americans in the opposite fucking uniforms. Like, no, you're gonna get them killed. Like, what are you doing? Friendly fires.
I think they just lined up and just shot. If
Yep.
you missed, then you just keep going. Like, what kind of? I'm not
If it
doing
was,
that.
you said the Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah. North versus South.
I feel like you should have done like.
And then you
what-
get to fight with the
I'm
niggas.
updated. You do if you do like World War II and like
We're on the
Vietnam
north side.
War, that kind of changes.
North
it.
side.
Oh, I was gonna say Vietnam, but I was just like
Like a fight in
Vietnam
the
is
South.
big.
Vietnam, they ain't win.
Vietnam is scary.
Yeah, that's was like.
They didn't
I-
win Vietnam, man.
I knew once some smart out with Vietnam. I'm like, nigga, they lost to Vietnam. I'm like,
I would have said. It's like,
all right.
Does anybody really win in a war? Guys?
Oh my God,
Jesus.
You know what?
Come on.
So
you're right.
usually,
Brother.
Fight the power.
I put
War.
people. I like to put people on the spot.
What is it good for?
You're not leaving this episode without like you explaining to do. Unfortunately, just like Enrique Angel had to explain to Manny and Tony why they chose who they chose. You were gonna have some explaining to do after this question.
All
right.
Okay.
You gotta save one from drowning,
Oh,
and you have to save one.
oh, damn, this is crazy.
Jay or Kayla?
Who can't swim?
And I know you love your girl's family very much.
Don't do that.
Who are
to
you
them.
choosing?
Who's the better
Don't do
swimmer?
that to
I
them.
had
Find
to.
out next week on 806.
No, don't do that.
Who
to
are you
them.
saving?
That's crazy.
Hopefully they never see
I
this.
mean, like, one made me a godfather, the other one didn't. I don't know, man. That's
One
a hard
has
one.
more kids.
You know, I'm a pig, you know what I mean? And that's who I'm gonna go with, guys. Anyway, thank you guys for having me.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'll go.
Let's just assume that they're never gonna watch this
can't-
anyways.
you can't- you know what?
we won't even.
You know
talk-
what? You
I
know
pick
what?
them
You know
both
what?
up with
Yo,
both
you know
hands
what?
and I throw
You
myself
know what?
over.
Give me an answer. I will bleep the name out. I swear to
I
God.
do not trust you on
No, well, yo, I will bleep it out. I'll do the timestamp when I hear it, and it'll be bleeped out.
You'll bleep it out.
Who you picking? I swear to
I'll tell
God.
you right
on my
now,
son. On my son, I'll
yo,
bleep it
I
out.
tell you, I do not trust you.
Yeah,
I'm not.
The only people in this room will know who the real answer was. And I'm like, you know what's mad
So
funny?
the answer that he picked was what?
What do you keep? What?
It is Clay. It's Clay.
It's Clay.
Stop it. It's
all Clay. It's all Clay.
Next one. He's gonna ruin the whole thing. Oh, stop it right now.
I forgot the question.
You
man.
already answered. It's okay.
It's all right.
Damn it.
We'll explain to you after. I'm like, you're here. How are you not paying attention? You're here on the show.
Look into his
right.
eyes. Look into his eyes the whole time.
All right.
I know.
All right. In a battle, who's going to win? Not the current, but the Avengers, the Marvel Avengers, the movie Avengers.
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
The original movie.
The original ones.
Yep. Or the Justice League.
That's actually really easy because that's going to be the Justice League for sure. Here's my thing, right? You can just take away. You can bench the whole team and just put Superman out there.
Yeah,
all you
that's true.
That's why it's a hard one where you're just like.
All they got is Thor. Like, Thor, fight fucking Superman.
It's the distance. I mean, the lightning versus the laser eyes. Which one gets to you first? You know what I mean? That's who wins that one. That's who wins that.
Yeah, Superman might got that one.
That's all I'm saying.
And there's more gods on.
Because there's a lot
Justice League.
of I feel like with that one is the one that pushes it over because there's a lot of like matches you can do where it's like, all right, maybe because like for example, like I think that like the whole Batman versus Iron Man, you can have that debate. Who wins that? You know what I mean?
Batman got that.
They think very similarly.
I feel like it's more Batman versus Cap. Other than the fact that obviously Iron Man is rich.
I was a Batman.
Batman versus Cap is
I
more.
feel like
I
would
think
do-
Captain America Flash.
It's the flying that no. See, that's so crazy. I would say Wonder
What?
Woman. I'd give Wonder Woman versus Cap. The only thing that where the issue
true. I'll give you
is the
that.
flying. That's where he has the problem. But other than that, if they're swinging mitts, I think he's got a chance. I don't know, maybe
Who Flash fighting?
nobody. He's
He's gonna fight everybody else.
He's the backup for Superman. If Superman gets a little tired and just wants to take a water break, then the
Tag.
Flash comes in and just handles it.
Tag.
All. And he got the powers like that.
And last but not least, Because our guest here is still a baby, we have to change this question around a little bit. Better birthday, 18th birthday or 21st birthday?
Ooh, how old are you?
Oh.
Guess.
Not 30.
Real close. There you go.
I thought so.
Happy birthday. Today's my birthday. No.
Yes. Happy birthday.
I would say 21st birthday for sure. I just mainly because like 18 is like, it's whatever. Like you can't really do anything. Like you're just 18.
I don't remember my
They're
18.
like 18, go buy cigarettes. Like,
Yeah, I didn't
even like cigarettes.
Back
Your
then,
first Black and Mild.
when I turned
My first
18,
Dutch.
it was still like I think you could still buy like flavored tobacco and stuff in
Yeah.
like, Salem. So that was still like I guess
That was a
something.
good era.
But even then, like I was buying hookah accessories and hookah material. You know what I mean? And that was about allegedly. Other than that, like when I turned 21, that was more like all right, now I can. There's a whole nother avenue of things I can do with my night if I want to go out. I can actually go to bars and stuff like that. To be fair though, I mean like I looked like I was older than that when I was 18. So like, did I live in Rhode Island? No. Did I have a Rhode Island ID? No. Did I use a Rhode Island ID to get into a lot of bars around here? No. I'm not saying any of these things. But when I turned 21, I did move back to Massachusetts, allegedly, maybe, who knows, and I had an ID that said a different birthday, maybe. I don't know. But it didn't really change much, so I'm gonna go with 21.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
There's a lot of alleged shit there.
Alleged. We can't get. What do you mean? It might have happened.
A legend.
Hypotheticals and nothing really happened.
Hypothetically speaking, if I went onto the
If I
dark
was,
web,
if I was to do this,
if I was to do it,
if I did do it,
this is how I would do it.
the OJ book. If I did do it,
That was, I don't think I've ever heard of a worse
like, bro,
idea
you
than
did
that.
do it. That's exactly how
I kind of
happened.
want to read it. Just
I kind of do too.
He said what
if-
happened, but changed one thing. Like, no, that's exactly what happened.
I wouldn't have wore that glove.
That shit didn't fit.
On that though, shout out to everybody. Shout
It
out.
wasn't even my glove.
Shout
Vibe.
Shout
Shout
out.
out everybody, Hongas, of
Shout out
course.
Hongas.
Nerd
Shout out,
Gods.
real quick, shout out Leslie for graduating today.
Shout out Leslie.
Shout out
I know this
Leslie.
episode comes out in a little bit, but you know she graduated esthetician school, so everybody hit up Leslie for
Facial.
all your facial
Congratulations.
needs and whatnot.
806
et cetera.
gets 10%.
For sure.
If you put 806 in the,
I was like, where is this
you know
going?
what I'm saying.
Shout out my mom. Shout out Clay. Shout out Clay.
I got a little
Shout out Clay.
Shout out
Yeah,
Clay.
shout out to the
Shout out Steven
Celebrity
Seagal.
Deathmatch.
No, don't shout out Steven Seagal.
Nah, fuck
no,
him.
No shout outs for
Fuck
Steven
him.
Seagal.
Fuck that
He gets-
whale.
Shout out Jackie Chan.
Shout out
Fuck
Jackie
him. Shout out Jackie Chan. He
Shout
didn't
out-
get brought once this whole thing. But shout out
Keep
Jackie
messing
Chan.
up. Shout out Jesus.
Shout out Jesus.
We missed
Shout
him a
out
couple
Jesus.
weeks.
We did
Shout out
miss him a
Cassidy.
couple weeks.
You got to put him on the back right there. Just always watching.
Big cross.
Like, way bigger than anything else in the
He's
room.
like the one from like the point where we were like
A little kid church. Hey,
like
Joseph.
the full body. Jesus.
That statue.
That's a
That's
huge
Lynn,
thing.
just like
Well, thank Juan, our MMA correspondent, for coming by and
Always,
dropping some
always.
knowledge here
Thank
and,
you guys for having me.
and having a good time with us. We'll have you back very shortly, sir.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be a promoter. I'm gonna be what was the dude's name? Doc King, right? Is that-
Don
Don
King.
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 Yeah.
So close.
That'd be so fire.
You
How do I
got
get my- how do I
grow
get my
your hair out?
How do I get my hair like that? We got to figure that out. I'll be back in the suit, guys. We'll see it.
all right.
Go
Some
back.
bow
I'll be in
tie.
the suit.
Okay. Co-host Ari G, co-host Sanchez. I'm Melly Mel. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Take that. Take that.
806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 The Show, you're. Take that.
806 The Show.